for manufacturers to hear something like that just adds more confusion. And I don't believe that. I don't believe it's true.
So I'm Ryan Cahalane. I'm part of Axiom Manufacturing Systems, so I'm one of the partners and founders of the business. And we essentially help manufacturers improve through technology. We're a consultant and a systems integrator, and we liken ourselves to like a digital Sherpa. So we help you climb the mountain of, the treacherous path that you navigate in order to ultimately make better parts, or make more production, and do it in a way that's most efficient, but also is something that is sustainable and that your whole team is going to be enjoy and be a part of. So fundamentally, we help customers improve, and we try to make a difference along the way.
And my name's Tom Connell. I'm the Vice President for Business Development for Magic Software in the Americas. Magic is a global company that provides both IT and OT services, both from a staffing standpoint, engineering standpoint, and from software and SaaS offerings. With manufacturing, our main focus is on data connectivity. We have a low-code, no-code data integration platform that we came out with 25 years ago. Been upgrading it and improving it ever since. And we use it to enable manufacturers to be able to leverage all of the data that they already have, and then show them how that they can grow using that data, both from an information standpoint and from an overall value and improvement standpoint.
I'm not sure that there's fundamentally a lot of differences. I mean, manufacturing is a complex system, and you're dealing with a lot of different issues. There are some overarching things like, the workforce is changing, technologies are allowing you to do things in different ways. But essentially, you're kind of dealing with lots and lots of different issues, whether it's safety, quality, productivity, orders aren't coming in the right way. The problems for a small and mid-sized manufacturer aren't all that different than they have been 10 or 20 or 30 years ago. I think the speed and the potential range of choices in terms of how you solve those problems, or the way you go at solving those problems, have changed though. And the amount of tools and techniques that are available now are much greater, but it's also a little bit like making investment choices. You have too many choices, you tend to freeze up and just go back to doing things the way you've always done them before you finally move forward. So our job is really helping people navigate that landscape and make the best choices for the problems that they are facing most immediately, and to have a roadmap to continue to change in a way that's sustainable.
So I'll answer the question from the technology side of things. I agree with Ryan 100% that the challenges for manufacturers fundamentally around manufacturing haven't changed. I even have a history series that I do through a newsletter about the history of manufacturing. And I tie challenges that they were dealing with 100 years ago or 150 years ago to the same challenges that they're dealing with today, right? So history certainly repeats itself, and it bears paying attention to, right? But the way they're addressing the challenges, I think, is itself a challenge from a technology standpoint. And I would argue that it's the noise. There is so much noise out there. There are so many companies out there that are promising that they can absolutely fix your problems, right? And the marketing volume of terms like digital transformation, sorry, it's been a long day. Digital transformation and Industry 4.0. There's a YouTube influencer who said that if you aren't halfway through or 3/4 of the way through your digital transformation journey, you'll be out of business in 20 years. I was horrified by that statement, and it was made live at an MEP meeting. I won't say what state because I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus. But for manufacturers to hear something like that just adds more confusion. And I don't believe that. I don't believe it's true. The best way to address technology challenges, and we're a technology provider, is not for us to send a salesman to your manufacturer, right? The best way is to work with companies like Axiom, who are going in, who are building that relationship and that understanding about their operations, and are free to make recommendations that are best for that manufacturer, right? And because we try to maintain a close relationship with Axiom, sometimes we're going to have something that might work for them. Other times, we're not going to have something that's going to work for them. But they're going to remember the fact that we were clear and open and transparent with them. And 3 years from now, who knows? I might have a business opportunity with them, and they're going to remember me.
So we've decided to launch the Manufacturing Makeover as part of a broader realization that there's a lot of point solutions, and there's a lot of point solution